Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Time to practice a little chanting. I don't feel I'm proficient enough in chanting. I gotta practice some more. So, thank you for coming to practice with me. Amy, welcome. You're gonna hear the practice some chanting. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Sound is bad, huh? Okay, stay on, everybody. We'll just let me start it again here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare. Okay, let's try it out again. Let's see how it is. Let me know if it sounds okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Is the sound any better? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Still cracking, huh? Hare Krishna. Okay, let's try this. Oh, I think I know what it might be. Give me another report here. Hare Krishna. You will also do this like this. See if the cracking goes away. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Woo! Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Ah, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda. Hare Krishna. Hey, thank you for coming, everybody. Yeah, let's just do a little coffee break, Krishna break here in the afternoon for me. It's middle afternoon. And yeah, so let's see. Let's try a little Bhagavad Gita here, I think. Start with that. Opulence of the Absolute. Yes. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much. Maybe we'll read a little bit of, actually a little bit of Prabhupada's. We'll oops. Well, let me keep this here. Let me come back to it. Okay, another thing here. Tab here. Okay. We'll read one of his lecture transcripts. Try that out. If it comes up, my Gita is a little bit. Hey, Robert Stevens, welcome. Here we go. Let's read his introduction here. No, Margarita, let's see here. Yes. Okay, Bhagavad Gita, let's see, 9, verse number 2, 9-2, 1966. Yeah, thank you for coming there, Robert. Yeah, I'm here in Mexico, in Playa del Carmen. Where are you now? So, Prabhupada starts with a verse. This is verse number 2, ninth chapter, Gita. This knowledge is the king of education. It's the most secret of all secrets. It is the purest knowledge, and because it gives direct perception of the self by realization, it is the perfection of religion. It is everlasting and is joyfully performed. Is everlasting and joyfully performed. This is just what I love about Krishna consciousness, man. Man, it is just amazing. It's joyfully performed, it's everlasting. I never found anything in this world that lasts. Nothing lasts. Relationships don't last except with Krishna. You know, relationships with money doesn't last except with the riches of devotion in Krishna, riches of knowledge of Krishna, yeah, riches of transcendental mellows and happiness. It lasts, lasting. See? Yeah. Yeah, and you know, the whole world practically, this knowledge is the king of education. Imagine, it's the king of education, but nobody practically knows it. Even in religion. Let me close the doors, people are really loud there. Even in religion, people don't understand very well these things. You know, they don't mention it in school or anything, but it's still fantastic. It's nice. And that's why, you know, it comes in a specific line. You got to find devotees, you know, who actually have God, you know, real devotion to God. And then the Lord himself shows his intimate devotees. So you got to be intimate. And it's got to be spiritual. And it's pretty rare to find some people like that. You know? I mean, it's truly, you know, I cannot glorify this truth. It's the king of education. My God. It tells you what life is really about. It keeps you protected from all, you know, knowledge is power. See, people don't know. This is why it's so secret, is you have to become a devotee, because you give power. It gives you the supreme power over others too. Could you imagine misusing this? That's why the Lord, unless you really love him, and because if you really love God, you're gonna want to do well to your brothers and sisters. It really does purify your heart. People, they take the knowledge that comes from his Maya, the knowledge, this knowledge is twisted. You know, it's dark, and your heart becomes darkened by it. You think you're here to use the knowledge to control people, to manipulate them, to deceive them. You know, because you know better than them. You get some false ego thing, like God, like people. You know, these beings like Bill Gates and Soros, they want to be like gods. They've admitted it. You know, it's all because of the twisted knowledge. You know, we're here. You know, so the knowledge, this knowledge is so it's so pure. You know, it's a king of education because it tells us the way things actually are organically and naturally. You know, God is in charge of the climate. God is in charge of our bodies. You know, God is in charge of our healing. You know, it's only when, you know, people try to get in the way of all these things. You know, there's no reason to put chemtrails up there. It's only because people are misdirected. They don't have this knowledge. You know, if they had more trust in nature, even if you didn't believe there's a God, don't you believe in nature? Nature is set up. It's organic. You know, the bodies are amazing. These bodies are self-healing. It's amazing. Cut yourself and see if you're at least a little healthy and you're not all chemtrailed out, or you're not, you know, just been eating garbage all your life, you know, and you know, too much fluoride in the water, you know, you're not drinking all that crapola, you know, and chemicals and stuff like that, and smoking cigarettes and, you know, drinking like a fish. You know, the body is self-healing. It's amazing. What's the problem? What is the friggin' problem? It's no problem. Cut yourself and watch yourself heal. It's unbelievable. You know, this is the body. It's naturally protection. This is God. You know, God, just even think of nature. People now, in this Kali Yuga, they don't even trust nature. Bill Gates doesn't trust nature. He feels they have to modify everything. They got to fix things that aren't broke. Yeah, I mean, you know, and the body still, it heals itself, even though it's hard to kill the body, actually, because it's so self-healing, self-regenerating, you know, always kicking out problems. But people, look how much they've lost trust. Look how the masses, walking down the street today, I see even more masks. You know, people, you know, wearing masks, it's hot and sweaty here, you know. They're breathing their own CO2 all mixed in with all that sweat stuff, you know, and they don't think nothing about it. They think, well, this is keeping me safe. They lost trust. When I see people like that, it means they have they're in fear. They've been listening to the wrong people. Oh my God. You've been listening to the wrong people. You're going around and putting poison in your body. You know, what? You don't trust God, you know, that He's going to heal you? See? And that's the whole thing. That's the whole problem. They listen to, and they're programmed. People become programmed by people who don't, you know, they're people who are programmed by Maya. See? They don't have this knowledge. They don't have the king of education. See, the king of education does come from the Lord in disciplic line, you know, so it's not tainted. And unfortunately, these kind of books are in the hand of people in religion who have not realized this knowledge. You know, so it gets kind of messed up. That's why a living devotee comes when these disciplic lines are broken. Our line is more or less broken. Even with Prabhupada's books, it's broken. People don't know what is Krishna consciousness. The devotee establishes that. Even though Prabhupada didn't tell you really frankly and clearly, and Bhaktisiddhanta didn't show you what is Krishna consciousness, show you is chanting Krishna's name in ecstasy and intimacy that people can see, wow, this person is Krishna conscious. What does that mean? Oh, intimacy and ecstasy. That's knowledge of Krishna. Show us knowledge. Show us that you're a devotee Bhagavat, man, that you realize the Supreme Lord, and people haven't, and therefore they teach other standards. That's a broken disciplic line. It's broken. It's broken. It needs to be fixed. needs to be relinked. That's why it's always a devotee that brings the link back. Luckily, you have Prabhupada's books, and they're still okay. Without too many unrealized persons teaching unrealized knowledge. See, unrealized knowledge, all you do is twist it. Realized knowledge is what? The devotee is Bhagavad Gita personified. To them who worship Krishna with loving ecstasy, I give them the real understanding. What is the problem? What is the difficulty, as Prabhupada would say? Who has the king of all knowledge? One who has the king of all devotion, my friends. They get the real knowledge, Bhagavad Gita 10.10. They get the real understanding, Bhagavad Gita 10.10. They're the real guru, Bhagavad Gita 10.10. Listen to people who know what they're talking about. For God's sake. For Krishna's sake and your sake. And for the sake of the world's deliverance out of this illusion, this horrible time. People being misled. You know, the Lord said, right there and predicted in the Bible, he's going to send strong delusion. Who does it affect? Those who don't love him. Those who are not followed Jesus Christ and Lord Caitanya in the regeneration into the new age. Not the new age twisted version in the world. The new age, the new time, the new world order. It's true, but it's not in the way that the demons think. Not the new world order under people who lie to you and deceive you, eat you and kill you because they're servants of the Lord's Maya illusion. No, the new world order that we're bringing in. The new world order under your intimate relationship with that Lord that we're all connected to. The mercy of Lord Caitanya is that everybody be connected to the Lord. That's the new world order. You're right. Mr. Soros and all you elites out there, there's no new, you got to get into the new normal. This is the new normal. This is beneficial for you and all you elites. It'll make you happy instead of you guys looking like sourpusses. Look at these financial leaders in the world. They look like sourpusses. Look at Warren Buffett, a sourpuss. Come on, this will put a smile on your face, man. Come, get the real king of knowledge, and queen of knowledge is devotion. King of knowledge comes from what queen ascertains. See, one world government, it's true. One world governed under who we all can come from. You know, Radha and Krishna, Lord Caitanya, God, Christ. You know, we're governed. We don't need other people to tell us what to do and how to wipe our buttocks. It's true, but not in the way the demons think. The Bhagavatam teaches that in that pastime of the journey of the ocean of milk. See, the demons and the demigods work together by the friction. See, the churning rod. See, on Vishnu, many things come out of that. And ultimately what comes out of it is love of God, devotion to the Lord. And that's the nectar. See, this is the nectar that the demigods got to drink, because usually good people get to drink it first, but not always. In this time, the Lord says, even the demons are going to be able to drink this. They'll see that this is a better deal for them. That's the new world order coming. I'm telling you, that's it. The shadow follows ultimately the truth. And people, the problem is they look at the shadow, or they're afraid of the shadow. They're afraid of the one world order under the big brother Bidens. You know, the Illuminatis, which are not very illuminated, actually. This is illumination. The shadow follows the truth. That's why I know these things. It's not easy. It's not hard to be a prophet. All you have to do is become conscious of Krishna. All love of Krishna comes in you. You look at the shadow and you say, that's what my Lord wants. He doesn't want to wear it. Come on, this is his show. This is God's show. We're in his body, man. We're all inside him. The demons, the demigods, everything. Ultimately, he desires and orders perfection. And that's only when he's in lockstep. See, lockstep. Yeah, you're right there, Mr. Schwab. Lockstep, man. Lockstep. We're in step with the Lord, man. What the Lord does, the devotee does. What the Lord desires, the devotee executes in this world. Hey, that kind of stuff. I think he would be very happy because I'd give him, you, Mr. Swords, will give you a better deal. We'll put a smile on your face. You see, somebody who's actually for you, that wants to help you in spite of your deeds. And you know the deeds you've done, and all of you guys. Yeah, we'll give you the blood of God, man. There's no spilling of that blood. You don't have to spill blood to drink this blood. This blood is blood red, man. It's Radharani. You notice she wears red. Because it's blood red, devotion, love. You notice the heart's pictured red. See, not supposed to be the red, you know, of the. People think they drink the blood that comes from the body, the veins and stuff like that, to get that adrenochrome and stuff. No, you got to get the internal blood. The internal blood is subtle. It's spirit. It's spiritual, and you can drink it. I do it every day. It gives me life. It gives me spiritual potency. It gives deliverance to others. Those who believe these words, man, they get delivered so easily. No problem. You know, Bill Gates, George Soros, you can't deliver anybody. The Lord can't use you yet. You come here, you'll be able to do win-win, produce win-wins, not win-lose. You guys win and everybody becomes. What kind of bullshit is that, man? This is a much better deal. I win, you win. Okay. See, the wine. The most secret of all secrets. Hey, well, this is it, man. You come here, you listen here, and you'll gradually understand. That's why you got to go through some purification. You know, you come here, you enter a fire, man. Your contaminations burn up. Okay? And then you understand this secret of all secrets, and you get the knowledge of all knowledge, man. And then it's everlasting and joyfully performed. Every day I get to have such joy. Every day. Don't even want to miss a day. Can you imagine? And this is my job. What a great job. Every day, joyfully performed, everlasting, never wears out. Nobody can throw me out of the job. Isn't it amazing to have something you don't have to worry about getting fired from? You just fire everybody up. Imagine, this is the only job I know. You never get fired or somebody can take your job. You just give the same job to other people. You fire them up so that they can engage in this kind of activities. Look at many people we fired up already. Alita gives class every day. Fantastic classes. Johan, fantastic classes. River, fantastic classes. Govinda, fantastic class. Whoever else, Janaki's. And it's going to get better and better and better. More and more attractive, more and more spiritual potency. And we don't have to hide anything. I just come here. They hide. You Illuminati, your deal is so bad, you got to hide everything you do. All I do is expose everything. This deal is so good, I don't want to hold it back. I want even you to be benefited. You Illuminatis, I want you to go beyond 33 degree. Illuminati. Here we're up double, triple, quadruple, and just keeping going more. We got the king of education. We've got this going, and we keep getting educated More and more and more. We got the bhakti, the secret of all secrets, this devotion, increasing more and more and more, purifying the whole universe. It's that powerful. See, they're all going, shh, don't tell everybody how we're screwing them. Don't expose. You can't even, what is it? It's so bad what you guys are doing, you don't even want to show the world. I want to show the world this knowledge. I want to show the world this deal that God wants to give you. I want to show the world Lord Caitanya's mercy. Why not? It is powerful. It is amazing. It is the purest knowledge. And because it gives direct perception of the self by realization. Realize. See? People don't ever realize. They're looking at dark things. They're looking at the Lord's dark shadow and meditating on that. See? That is giving them inspiration. The shadow makes them dastardly, makes them materially secretive. It makes them want to imitate God and become gods on this planet. Okay? This is the better deal. The Lord empowers the devotee to present the true Lord on this planet, to show how he's working here, to learn to trust him again. Yeah, to announce to the world, to be a herald for that transcendental Lord. That is everlasting. Yeah? This lasts forever. To give people eternal life through your word. Your words are life. Because they're true. They're real. They're pure. They're for everybody. They're the highest truth, distinguished from the darkness. It's real Bhagavatam, in person, delivered to your doorstep. Just like Pizza Hut. They come and they deliver to your doorstep. Dominoes. You can just sit in the comfort of your home. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to go on pilgrimage. You don't have to spend all the money to go to Vrindavan. Turn your camera on and see the joy, see the purity, see the real knowledge, see the wine of life with your open heart. Never burned out anymore on the internet. No need. Yeah, you'll love Facebook. You'll think, oh, Facebook, you'll like me. I said, thank you, Zuckerberg, for giving me an opportunity to reach so many people. And this is good for you. This gives you some brownie points. You put a little uniform on you sometime, with a nice little bow tie, because he looks like a little boy, put a little bow tie on. Put him in one of those little uniforms and make him a Eagle Scout. Yeah, so great verse, huh? This is so true. This is really true. You just got to meet somebody that they are this verse. And you see them, boy, this person, look at Lalita. Every day she does her class, man. Unless the internet's down or she's sick, she does her class. Everlasting performed, always inspired to do that. Drinking the wine of life, man, drinking the ecstasy, laughing like a mad woman, crying in ecstasy. Yeah, everything you're reading in Chaitanya Lila, that's what you're seeing in our Sangha. It's not like what you read is what you don't get. That's why nobody understands it. Could you imagine? If they knew it's all like this, even in religion. Just read the book, but don't understand it. And you're not going to get it because you see, no, but we don't got it. You ain't going to get it either. But go ahead and read it in the book, but don't understand. Don't come to Gaurahari's class and he's going to point out and show that what you've read that you haven't got yet, but we got it and we can get it. Pretty simple path, isn't it? Pretty frank, isn't it? Are you tired of reading what's in the book and not understanding it? How would you like to hear what's really in the book and then see where it's actually happening here again? Revive. Ecstatic devotion is here like it was there 550 years ago. We're not hiding it. We're not saying it's bad to cry in the temple. We encourage it. Just like it was encouraged back then. That's why the Lord came. He came here to relish ecstatic devotion before the world. And at first, they do like they're doing here. They want to throw you out. They don't like it. They don't want to invite you for even a class in the temple. Even though devotees here, many of them have achieved the highest goal of life, they can't even give a class in ISKCON. That shows you how dark it is there still. Or Gaudiya Samiti, man, they're all pure bhakti. Come to our purebhakti.com website without the pure bhakti, but here the pure bhakti is here, and they won't invite us for a class either. They won't even come and listen here. Because Gohari, he's against our guru. He teaches against our guru. He says, our guru said many lifetimes before prema, and Gohari Das says you can get prema in this life. Yeah, and we don't believe that, even though we see it with our own eyes, because we also read the book but don't understand. We don't have any real knowledge because we don't see and listen and give some respect to where it's really happening, man. Where the real mercy of Lord Caitanya is actually in force. Yeah, demons flee from this preaching, or maybe we'll attract them. Maybe, hey, man, you demons, you don't have to flee from this preaching. Come get your 66 degree. See, 33 degrees, you double that. We're going to double that. We'll give you the 66 degree. And we'll give you the extra 6, which, you know, they say represents the devil. We'll give you the 666, and we'll multiply that 660,000 times. Then it might be pure, huh? We'll get that 666 purified. $33, 3 and 3 equals 6. Whatever it is. Anyway, we'll triple, quadruple everything. So, Prabhupada, this is called aside. Bruce, come here. Sit down. This is Prabhupada speaking. Sit down. Yes, yes, yes. Bruce was one of these sannyasis, I think. I think it's one of these sannyasis. One of these persons became a sannyasi guru at probably age 25. He became your deliverer. These guys like this, these little whippersnappers, they became your deliverers. They call it idols, man. How ludicrous that is. You want to be, you got to show right now, man. You stand up. You show the world. Are you Bhagavad Gita 10:10? Do you worship the Lord with pure love of God? Pure loving ecstasy like Bhagavad Gita 10:10. Are you a personification of that book verse? Are you a devotee Bhagavat? See? Are you that in person? Yeah, you don't even dare accept that you can give transcendental mercy and deliver your disciples. Don't dare do that. But people do. So, Raja Vidya means education. And Raja means king. So what is the king of education? Just like we have got different statuses of life in the material world. Similarly in education also, somebody is an MA, somebody is a BA. That's the problem. We got a lot of BAs in this world. Bullshit artists. They very artistically teach you bullshit. Very artistically. very artfully. MAs, yeah, Master Asinines. Somebody is a BA, somebody is a school leaving certificate. So anyway, I'm going to skip around a little bit. Real knowledge is, so what am I? This is real knowledge. Yeah, you know, this is a question nobody asks. Who am I? What am I? There you go. Now we got some real knowledge going on. Now, at least a real question that they'll get you a real answer, a perfect question. Hey, that's perfect for people to ask. Who am I? What am I? Why am I suffering in this world? These are the answers that you need the king of education to answer, because nobody can really answer that. Not truthfully, not perfectly, and not like Krishna or Krishna's devotee would answer it here, so that you can find out who you are. You see, you come here and ask that question, you're going to find out who you are. Who you are, you're going to experience. You're going to experience, wow, man, this love awoke in my heart, man, and I love this Hare Krishna mantra. Wow, there you go. That's who you are. You're a devotee of that name. And that name, wow, that name this does represent the Lord, because when I chant it, I feel like I love it. Oh, my dear son and daughter and friend, you have attained the ultimate goal of life, is just loving the Hare Krishna mantra. That is the ultimate goal of life, simply put. You know your real identity is to love that name, because that name is none different than the subtle of the most subtle potencies of the Lord, God. The personality of Godhead is his feature, it's his name. Now you have eternal shelter, eternal purification, eternal access to knowledge, and the Akashic records of who you really are. You don't need to know, was I a bozo in last line? Or was I a pirate? Okay. Was I Hitler? Or was I Queen of Sheba? Doesn't matter. That's not the king of knowledge to know that stuff. It's all probably speculation anyway. People, they tell you these things because you want to be important, and they tell you what you want to know. Oh, this person wants to be important. I'll tell them they're an important person. They'll pay me some money. Wow, just tell me I'm an important person, because I want to relish this rasa of illusion. This rasa of thinking I'm actually important. But the real truth is, you're a wretched fool, like me and everybody else in this world. We're wretched. We're fallen souls. We're all imprisoned. Except the Lord is mercy. He's freed me from this prison. He freed me in his name. He frees me in loving his pastimes, which are him. He freed me by making me a friend of Radharani and all the devotees who have this devotion. Freed me by giving me a gift I don't even deserve. And Narayan Raj and all these gurus are telling you need to deserve it. Radhanath, you got to live in a cave like him, and then you would deserve it. First deserve, then desire. No, it's the opposite. You come here, you're going to desire it, and then you're going to get it simply because you desire it, and you haven't been listening to fools who told you not to desire it. We're teaching Raganuga Bhakti here, which is simply is, oh man, look at Gauri. Oh, look at Lalita Ganga. Oh, chanting, look at River chanting and laughing and crying. I also desire to do this and worship like this. Now the Lord says, oh, I've been waiting for you to desire this, but these gurus haven't showed it to you. Because most of them didn't get it. Or they didn't get the order. Prabhupada didn't get this order. He gave it to me personally. Show it now. Get some desire. Get the people desiring, not name and fame, not to be a big friggin' guru, desiring pure bhakti. Show them that you became a big guru, at least amongst a few of the people who are listening here regularly. just because of bhakti, because of devotion, because you sought the kingdom of God first, and then the Lord added it. Prabhupada added the order, go out and then deliver people now. You've been worshiping a closet in ecstasy long enough, and so have I. So is Bhakti Siddhanta, my guru, and so has Bhakti Vinod, his guru. Long enough. Now it's time to break open this storehouse. Revive what Lord Caitanya already brought. It's not like this is something new. It's already brought here. It's time to eat cake with icing every day. Don't tell Janaki. She might get a bellyache if she eats cake every day. You got to eat this kind of cake every day. So unless we come to this point, what am I? Who am I? That is not knowledge. See, all this stuff you learn in school, all this stuff you learn in religion, see? All this stuff, you think, it's not enough. You got to go deeper, man. Are you ready to go deeper in religion? Are you ready to ask the $64 question, the $64 million question? Are you ready to ask? It's not enough to say, if I ask you in ISKCON or Gaudiya Math or Gaudiya Me, who are you? And you say, I'm a devotee of Krishna. That's not complete enough. I want to see something more than just the word. I want to see the bhakti, man. I want to see you devoted to Krishna. I want to see tears come to your eyes when you chant the Hare Krishna mantra. Now you're understanding the question. Because if you're really asking like that, you would show up here. If you're not deep and you're just, yes, I'm a devotee of Krishna, I'm satisfied just doing external rules and regulations and ceremonies and chanting amongst the groups with no enthusiasm, no ecstasy, listening to boring classes just because I'm supposed to. Chanting my 16 rounds or 1 lakh because I'm supposed to. Because I'm going to attain Krishna by chanting 1 lakh of mantras. And still after 40 years, these guys still haven't attained Krishna. Chanting their 16 rounds or 1 lakh. Why? Simple. Because you haven't asked that question sincere enough or deep enough. Because if you did, you would be here. Probably the only place where you'll get the answer. Who are you? Well, you just come here and be with us for a week, 2, 3 months, or a couple of months, or a few months, and you will know who you are. You will not just know intellectually, I'm a devotee of Krishna. You will feel that devotion to Krishna. People will look at you and say, here's a devotee of Krishna. If they're not too contaminated, which most are. Because here you're seeing every day, there's a devotee, there's Lalita Ganga the Yohan, there's a devotee, there's some river, there's some real devotees of Krishna. You can actually see they have real devotion manifesting in their bodies. The mercy of Lord Caitanya is upon them because they're in the real Sangha with real Guru, with a real empowered devotee. A real associate of the Lord. Otherwise, that reality wouldn't be there. It would be just a name only. Oh yeah, we're devotees of Krishna. Just the name. Just see us say the name. You can't see any symptoms. No tears, no ecstatic laughter. No really deep knowledge, that penetrating knowledge. Are you still satisfied out there with being superficial? I'm a devotee of Krishna. Yes, I see I chant the name of Krishna. Oh yeah, the name? Well, where's the feeling, man? Where's the transcendental manifestation of feeling, that rare feeling, that 1 out of a million devotees experience? But they're not 1 out of a million that people come here. More people get transcendental feelings here that don't. What do you call it? The more anyway, they start getting it here. More and more. Here you get to see what is a transcendental feeling. You never see it in this guy, never see it in Gaudis Smiti. They tell you, oh, if their transcendental feeling comes, don't show it, man. Wipe it down really good, you know. Don't show any of that. Don't show that God is active and living in your temple. Don't show the world that when they see you, they're seeing actually the Lord. They're getting darshan of God's ecstasy. Man, they're seeing God's transcendental happiness when they see you. When they see Lalita, she's showing you God. Oh yeah, don't even believe that, man. No, just go out and be a big guru in the eyes of neophytes and beginners who don't understand the real standard. Well, I ain't gonna let this go on. I'm gonna tell the truth, man. I'm gonna squeal on your speculations. I'm gonna show you that you've been acting ignorantly in this world. You know, Lord Caitanya, when he saw an ecstatic devotee, said, my goodness, I am so fortunate. I see the ecstasy in this devotee. Here's Chaitanya Bhagavan. You can check it. I see the ecstasy in the devotee. Therefore, Krishna will never leave me. Now my life is really auspicious. Because that ecstasy is devotion. That's Radharani. You get to see something even more sacred than Krishna. His power, his potency, his beloved. That's why Krishna is hidden. That's why Radha is hidden, even in Vaishnavism, because nobody has been empowered or got the order to show the real Krishna, to show the real Radha. Because if you did, you would see something on the order of what Lord Caitanya was preaching by his example, laughing and crying and choking up when he chanted Krishna's name. See, this is conclusive truth. Anything not preaching like this is inconclusive. That's why Krishna is hidden. He's hidden in inconclusive preaching from devotees who have not really realized him or realized his spiritual potency, who don't come and say, blessed are those who come in the name and the feeling of God in this world. The ones who represent Satchidananda. The Lord is hidden from these sannyasis and these brahmins. And you're not even really getting purified. Not really. Now people getting pure. You come here, you know what, you know, River knows what real purification is. Lalita Ganga knows what real purification is. Janaki knows what real purification is. But until they came here, they weren't really that clear about it. Real purification is they become a actual manifestation of the Bhagavatam. They become a real student, a real disciple like Maharaj Parikshit. My God, Maharaj Parikshit said, go on speaking the Bhagavatam. All my miseries are going. All my fears are gone. Fear of death even. Just go on singing the glories of the Lord. Hare Krishna. Oh. So just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he began his preaching, his first disciple was Sanat. He was a finance minister of the Nawab Hussain Shah. But being attracted with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement, he retired from service. See, he was attracted to Lord Chaitanya's movement. What was that? Was it Vaidhi Bhakti? No, Lord Caitanya had some real movement in this world. A real divine intervention. Sanatana Goswami says, look at this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He chants the holy name in ecstasy. All his followers of Lord Caitanya, they love that he chanted in ecstasy. It's only now there's so much contamination in the world that ISKCON and Gaudiya Math and Gaudiya Smith, they don't love devotees like you see here with your real eyes chanting in ecstasy. They don't like what was going on 550 years ago, and prove it by their example. Well, we're here to do a little more divine intervention also and overturn those tables like Jesus did. What is this? My Father's house is a house of ecstatic worship. My intimate friend, he has ordained and declared he wants ecstatic, Raganuga, spontaneous devotees worshiping here. That is the new declaration and decoration in this world. This is the new world order. Or George Soros, he wants you. And Bill Gates, he wants you also to worship God in ecstasy. And teach the world that. Expand the world. Let the world expand unlimitedly to fit as many people as God wants to put here. Follow him into this regeneration of a new life. See, new life, renewed. See, like Jesus said, I'll add a little something to make it more conclusive because they probably took it out anyway. Be transformed by the renewal of your mind. Oh, that's not enough. Be transformed by the renewal of your heart. May you get ecstatic devotion. Man, that'll renew your heart and your mind. You'll get new understanding, new ideas. You'll read these books and they will light up, man, like fireworks. And then the party begins because you speak these words and it obliterates people's illusions and Maya. And he joined Lord Caitanya. So at the time when he came to Caitanya, for the first time his inquiry was, what is education? What is education? See? He was educated. He was highly educated. In those days, Persian language. So what was education? Oh, the Lord told him what education is. He told him indirectly. Here's the indirect thing. Oh, you're asking me, Sanatan, what is education? Oh, come spend 4 months with me and my devotees and my followers. Okay? There you go. Don't I preach the same thing? Oh, come and turn your friggin' camera on. You don't even have to come to Playa del Carmen. You'll probably fall down with all these beautiful women running around here. Don't even do that. Just come turn on your camera. Come turn on your camera. And you'll learn what real education is. See, real education is the association of these living devotees. Hey man, we're not just talking heads here. We're talking hearts and heads. Now watch out when you see talking heads and hearts. Otherwise, all you see is talking heads. They're all in their head, in religion in their head, these gurus in their heads, the Brahmins in their heads. Politicians in their heads. Everybody's in their heads, talking heads. No potency, man. No power. That's why they got to deceive you and lie to you in religion and in the world. They got to lie to you to have some power over you. They got to deceive you to control and manipulate you. See, but when you find a talking head and heart, oh, watch out, man. You're going to get life. Your heart's going to transform into that also. You behold and be transformed by your mind and your heart, a renewed heart. Be renewed with the renewal in your heart. You come here and associate with devotees, chant with them, hear from them, assimilate all this. Do some service, even by hearing, if that's all you can do. And all will be well in your life, better than it's ever been. You'll find out what real life is. Otherwise not. That's not real life. Being controlled and manipulated by people who are crafty because they're serving the Maya, and Maya's giving them a little higher position than you in this world. You know, there's the manipulators and the manipulated, and they play that game. The manipulators want to manipulate their little minions, their little followers. And the followers say, yeah, please manipulate us. Yes, yes, we just want to be good. We want to be good in the eyes of bad people. It's called illusion. Eh? Are you tired of playing that game? The blind leading the blind guides. They both get a bad deal. They both take another birth. Here, I just tell you the truth, man. I tell you the real Bhagavatam. I explain these verses. I chant the Hare Krishna mantra and taste the wonderful nectar of the ecstasy, showing you that's the real standard that Lord Caitanya brought to the planet. That's a real guru. Prabhupada, even though he didn't explain all these things verbally like we are, he left that to me. He was one of those. He chanted in ecstasy and helped people make a good step up. And we push you over the fence, over all the offenses, into the kingdom of Vrindavan. Just throw you over that fence, the last fence, which is believing in those who have not realized Krishna. Coming in, just need to come into the association of real devotees with real devotion and real knowledge. That's it. That's the truth. That's real education. This is the king of education, yeah, the king and queen of education to get here. I'm not just into kings. What's a king without a queen? Yeah, what's a queen without a king? You need them both, man. Just like the British rule, English language was taught to us. Let's skip a little bit here. Still, he inquired. Still, Sanatana inquired. What is education? What is education? Why he inquired like that, Prabhupada said. He placed before the Lord people in general. They call me very educated. And I am also such a fool that I accept that I am educated. He didn't accept that. He's just speaking for these gurus and sannyasis who are thinking like that. They don't know what education is. They're just talking heads. If you're not a talking head, come and prove me wrong. I would love it. We find another brother and sister, right? But nobody does, because really they're all talking heads. I'll apologize if you see somebody who's a talking heart also, but not this false heart of the mode of goodness. Not a Radhanath thing, you know. He wants to. I've seen his thing. He came in and he just misled one of my disciples. What is this? I don't care. Oh, you're so humble like pie and everything. But one of my students that was on his way to be free of illusion is now back in illusion because of you out there. Because you're not as humble as you think, man. I'd rather man. Don't give me false humility. Give me somebody truthful. I'll take that over false humility, feigned humility. Humbleness is a transcendental emotion. You'll see a devotee. You look long enough, you see them. Sometimes you see them in a very humble mood because it had been their ecstasy of humility. Sometimes you see great pride, also pride in the truth. Yes, we've come to steal your wives, you Brahmins out there. Your wife, you know, the wife, see, there, you know, when you take initiation, your guru is like your husband. Okay? So we're here to steal those wives. That's that, whether male or female, doesn't matter, man. We're here to steal your wives and put them at the feet of the real cowherd boys and girls here. Now that may not make you gurus happy right now, right away, because you're addicted. You're addicted. Nobody likes their addiction pointed out. Nobody likes to give up their addiction to name and fame and having followers that you can't deliver. But you will be benefited in the long run. You need a little fast. Not fasting on foods. Fasting on name and fame. Fasting on being an idol. And idling away everybody's time. Okay? Time to feed your wives. Okay? Feed them real food, man, real drink here. Teach them the real king of education, real truth. That's where we. See, this is the real Bhagavatam here. You see the cowherd boys, they stole the hearts of the cowherd of the wives of the Brahmins. See, the wives of the Brahmins, their gurus. It says right in the Bhagavatam, their gurus were those Brahmins. Okay? Just like now, you initiated by these Brahmins, unless they show the qualities of a pure devotee, show the ecstasy of a pure devotee, show the knowledge, the uncommon king of education type knowledge that agrees with the real scriptures knowledge, they're just Brahmins. Just good, maybe expert at rules and regulations and ceremony worship. Yeah, we'll steal them for your benefit so you can make it in this life. Why you know, why do you want to take so many lifetimes? Here are the opportunities here. Ecstatic devotion is here. You've been initiated by Prabhupada, many of you elites in ISKCON. You're not really elites. This is elite. I got an elite order, Prabhupada, to distribute ecstatic devotion. And I consider the order being elite, not the position that by hook or crook people take in religion, in Vaishnavism. No, I consider the order, the spiritual master elite. I consider the order of the real spiritual master, the real ecstatic devotee, the real liberated soul, the activating principle of spiritual life. You come here, you're going to get that order, you're going to get that opinion that's going to activate your spirit. You will feel it, man. You will feel the life of God come in you like I feel it. You will know personally what real empowerment is. First, you got to see it. First, you got to watch a few videos. And that empowerment will come into you also. And you will spread it on to others. See, win-win. I win. I love it. Thank you for the opportunity to preach the glories of the Lord, my dear friends. See, and I paid forward. You can also become guru like that. That's right. Stole Amy Rose. So happy to have stolen her away. Kidnapped Amy Rose from the world. Okay? And such an expert kidnapping. Didn't even have to take her away from her family. Isn't it nice? She still has her mother and her father there and her son and all. Didn't have to it's a spiritual kidnapping. An expert kidnapping. Everything looks the same, but isn't quite the same. She knows. It's the same, but very different. It doesn't disturb her family. See, we're very expert at sex kids. Same thing with Janaki. She's the same, but different. Everything's sort of normal. You know, they're in her family. She plays with the grandchildren. You know, talks to her daughter and everything, but something's different. Sure, the spirit is awakened, but spirit is hidden. Yeah? Spirit is covered by Yoga Maya. Unless you do what I do. And everybody, you're going to get more and more empowerment. You'll be doing like this, man. You'll be slugging it out with Maya and enjoying it. It's like a fighter, you know, likes to go in the ring, you know, go out there, you know. Here, I just love this, you know, in a ring. Well, why should it be any different? Come out with a nice boxer shorts, you know, with the Star Spangled, you know, the flag, you know, and there, come out there and box in the ring. That's all I'm doing here, man. We're boxing Maya, man. We're in the ring together, man. We're boxing, man. Publicly. No, you know, we don't want nobody to see this. No. We're selling tickets. Free tickets. Give them out, man. Free tickets to the show. Come see us box out Maya, man. Box her ears. Like that. Shadow boxing, man. She's a shadow, man. We've got to box her ears, man. I am such a fool that I accept that I am educated. See, you come here, you'll see that everybody is, until love of God awakens in you, you're an uneducated fool. Really. Yeah, what, studying the Vedas, that's not real education. That, you know, Lord Caitanya said if that's all you did, you become a perfect Brahmin and study the Vedas and follow all your rules and rituals and all that. You can't even, if that's all you've done, you cannot purify yourself or anybody else. Chaitanya Charitamrita. Read it and weep, hopefully. You're still a fool. You're a fool with your PhDs. Still. And they get offended. Oh, Glory called me a fool. I'm an illustrious guru, man, who can't do anything much. Oh, of course you don't know that. See, so the people in general, the neophytes, they call people who are materially educated, superficially, they have ornaments, they have props and all that stuff. They think, oh, those people, they're the real leaders. Oh, look, they dressed really nice. Like in the world, you know, the politicians, they always wear suits and ties. They wouldn't dare show up in shorts or something, a t-shirt. Because they depend on props. They depend on Kali Yuga, the way the energies in Kali Yuga work. Well, if I dress for success and I look really good, people think I'll be really good. Or if I wear a nice dhoti and I get a rubber stamp, you know, from these GBC clerks, you know, in their meetings, and they say, I declare you good, Dave, go out and deliver your disciples. And you become one of these people in general, devotees who don't know any better, you know, neophytes. Oh, good, Dave, give me mercy. Oh, yes, then you get the hand job, you know. Oh, yeah, I'll give you my blessing. You know, all you do is see the back and forth thing, you know, and nothing much gets accomplished. See? The Lord spent 4 months. Oh no, Sanatana Goswami spent 4 months with Lord Caitanya hearing topics about Krishna and Krishna consciousness and these kinds of teachings. because the Lord was an experienced devotee. He was acting. He was God, but also he showed, hey man, this is the example. You got to worship Krishna in loving ecstasy, like Bhagavad Gita 10:10. He was that. Now, Sanatan said, yeah, let me learn real Krishna consciousness from you. See? Because I'm just a Brahmin. I need to go deeper. And I need a living representative of bhakti in this world to teach me. I need somebody who chants the holy name with great ecstatic devotee. If I'm in devotion, if I'm interested in going to Vrindavan, didn't I read the verse there just 2 hours ago? See? All these verses tie together. All these verses are real and in force here. This is the king of education. You come here, you're going to become a king and a queen. Because Radha and Krishna will live in you. And you will represent the king and queen. You won't have a false ego. It'll be the true ego. I am a representative of Radha and Krishna. Come see. Come see the proof. People will be able to come and see the proof. Wow. Person chants Hare Krishna, the king's name. Chants Krishna's name and Radha's name, and the queen is with them, and the king is with them. My God, I never heard any knowledge from all these big gurus who are not really big in the eyes of real devotees who have real knowledge. They're very small, Radha. They're like this. This example. People in general, they call me very educated. Well, they call Acharya Dev very educated, Radha not very educated. But I think unless they have real pure love of Krishna, they're just still a fool. They're like Sanatan is illustrated. They don't know the real path is the devotee themselves. Prove it! Well, look, those who are proving it by their example, coming here and listening to these talks, chanting with us, becoming part of this ecstatic devotional family, the real Vrindavan, the new Vrindavan in this world. Oh, they know. Now they understand what real education is. And they go and preach that. Come into the association of ecstatic devotees who have real bhakti and real knowledge that you can see. This is different. Isn't this different? Do you think you hear any classes like this just anywhere? You think you can get a degree big enough to preach this kind of clarity, this kind of logic, this kind of freedom? To communicate this to others, to where they're also feeling this love, understanding this knowledge, relishing this understanding, becoming as knowledgeable as their guru. You know, win-win. Ye shall do greater things than I. Notice, oh boy, look at this, man. That's really true when you find a real representative of the Lord. A real sower of the words of the kingdom. The kingdom is growing in people, really, not like this other, the shadow. Next question is, then why do you think that you are not educated? You're a great scholar in Sanskrit. You are a great scholar. So he's saying Lord Caitanya asked him that. Great scholar in the Persian language. Why do you think that you are not educated? He replied that I am thinking not educated because I do not know what I am, and I do not know what I do not know what I am. I do not wish to be a suffering member, but these material miseries are forced upon me. See, I don't know what I'm. Why? Because just It's not enough just to have this knowledge. You know, people left Krishna consciousness. I knew this one guy. Well, I just got information on the internet from him. I didn't know him personally. But he testified. He said, you know, I was a Brahmin in Krishna consciousness for years. And I preached this knowledge and everything. And then I realized that what is the difference between this knowledge and Buddhism? They're all saying that this is true. So I left this and I got into Buddhism and different things, different philosophy. I realized, you know, I look around, I don't see anything great. I just see people doing breath rituals. So he left. Why did he leave? You got this knowledge here, but nobody realizes it. People hear and they read, but don't understand. Because they need to be activated. They need the order of the spiritual master. They need chapter 12 of Adi Leela. The order of the spiritual master, the opinion, see the conception, the understanding of God and his real path. And the real truth and the essence is in their mouth. Life is in their mouth. The word of God is in their mouth and comes out and expressed. And then people get it. The vibration. It goes into their heart, and then Krishna is born. See? Born of the word. Born of the word, not born of bullshit. What's born of bullshit is illusion. Taking these books and not knowing that you're a servant of the Lord, because you don't feel like you're a servant, man. You don't feel the ecstasy of being a servant of the Lord. Your hands aren't going up like a Devotee said, hey, my dear friends and brothers and sisters, you are a servant of Krishna. He's dancing around in ecstasy, that realization. Wow, let's all chant the holy name in ecstasy. We're servants of Krishna. We're serving his name and delivering the world. By them, the world seeing this ecstatic worship. Real ecstasy, not bullshit ecstasy, spontaneous loving ecstasy, something you don't see with monkeys jumping up and down because they see another monkey jumping up and down. Yeah, I do not know where I've come from. Yeah, so I do not wish to be a suffering member, but these material miseries is enforced upon me. Material enforced. I don't know. Why am I miserable? Why am I a guru and still miserable? Do you ever see any gurus' faces looking miserable? Well, that's because they are. They might be a little happier. I don't know. You know, you can get a little happy, maybe. But, you know, I get reports. I got a report from Sydney. The person coming here, he said, I'm tired of looking at unhappy devotees. What's that say? They're miserable still. They still got miseries. Do you see people making advancement here now? Look at the difference. Oh, they're not miserable. Their miseries are going. They're hearing the truth. They're worshiping the Lord in ecstasy. That's the secret. That's the king of education. Worship the Lord in ecstasy. Oh, how do I do that? How do I get rid of my miseries? Oh, come and associate with these glorious, wonderful devotees. Become part of these ecstatic, happy persons, men and women. Come to the hood. Come into the hood. Become Robin. Come, we'll rob the rich, man. The richest, we won't just, go to just people diddly squat riches. We rob the rich. The really, I'm robbing here. I want to rob Krishna every day, and Radha and Krishna, just rob them, man, of everything they got. And they never decrease. I only see an increase in them every day. I don't understand how that happens. I keep trying to get all and plunder everything from them, and they keep increasing. Unbelievable. I mean, I don't know how they do this. So I'll continue to rob the richest. I mean, I never run out of anything to rob from. They always have more knowledge, more ecstasy, more happiness. All my miseries go more and more. He left because he wasn't hearing preaching that was alive like this every day. It's time to make the donuts. But here the donuts are fresh every day. Yeah, this is the donuts, man. No bellyache donuts. Your words are alive and give life. Yeah. Yeah, come into Robin's hood, man. See, Robin. Robin is like a name for Radha. C-R-R. Robin is is usually a woman's name. Let's use it as a woman's name. Woman's man's. Come here. Radha will give you the potency to rob Krishna of all his ornaments and jewels. Now that's okay. The Lord likes it. He likes to be transcendentally raped of all his opulences. Just take them, steal them, whatever you get it. See? You get the devotion. Okay, I think it's getting a little bit late here. I gotta stay on schedule here. We're gonna have another one of these at 5:30. So if anybody's up in UK land or Belgium land, we'll be doing it. If you go to sleep now, maybe you'll wake up in the middle of the night and you can catch the 5:30 one. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming. Hare Krishna. That was fun, but I just love this. Thank you for encouraging to come.